everybody, it's Dina, and I'm back with another video. This is my video telling you guys about the temperature throw, the 2022 temperature throw that I mentioned to you in a couple of videos ago. And I am doing this in collaboration with Nancy from She's Got Yarn 2, Rose from Rose Likes Crochet, and Z from Zelda NRJ3. So I am super excited because I love those ladies so much. So what I did was I didn't want to, so we all know temperature blankets pretty much. You know, you pick a color, you pick the temperature for that color, the range, and typically you do the weather every single day and you pick either the high, the low, or the average, and you end up with 365 rows by however wide you make it. And I know myself and I know my limitations, and there's no way I can commit to something like that. So I decided, and the ladies agreed, that we would do Wednesdays. I kind of feel like it's the middle of the week. And we would pick the high temperature on Wednesday for our location. And I did the temperature chart. Now, I thought the reason I wanted to collaborate with people was because, and YouTubers in particular, because I thought it would be really fun to see the different colors that come out of each blanket because we're from different areas. So I'm in Connecticut, which is the Northeast. Nancy is in Florida, and Rose is near Chicago. And Z is in California. I believe it's Southern California. So we're going to get fairly different. I'm anticipating Rose and I will have more similar, and Nancy and Z will have more similar. But I'm just so curious to see how they work up. So when I presented it to them, I said the only rules are to use the color chart that I came up with and use the yarn that's assigned to it, the specific yarn colors and the same exact yarn. So if we're using the exact same yarn and the exact same color chart for the temperatures, then it'll be a really cool comparison because, you know, then you could really see the difference. Yes?
Where's the other chocolate? I forget what it's called.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Yeah.
It's behind the basket in the second shelf. You know where my food is?
Yeah, like where the pretzels are?
Yeah, behind the pretzels, actually. Okay, sorry about that. You know.
And where's the wax?
The second drawer next to your tape. So that's important. He has to find his Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Okay, so that's the rule. Use provided color chart for the yarn colors assigned to the temperatures. Use the high temperature from every Wednesday in 2022. And then also to post pictures on Facebook groups. I think Rose and I both have Facebook groups. So I'm going to have a link to all their channels down below. And I will also have a link to my Facebook group and Rose's Facebook group. So I invite you guys, if you want to join, I'm going to try and post the color chart that I made up on my Facebook group, but also my email address is down in the description box. So if you're interested in doing this, I can email you the info sheet, which is pretty much just what I read to you, that we're doing it every Wednesday, to use the color chart, who's doing it on YouTube. So I could email you these two pieces of information if you want to join us. And now I'll show you the yarn that I picked and the temperatures. And I think I have all the yarn finally. Yes, today I had to get one last one. Okay, So here's the temperature chart that I did. And these are all, the majority of the yarn is Big Twist from Joann's. Then there's a couple that are Craft Smart from Michaels. And I put, if it's Craft Smart, I put it right underneath it saying Craft Smart. I think there's only 2 from Craft Smart, the light coral and the sage. So what I tried to do is, I mean, it is a rainbow, but I didn't want a super bright rainbow. I kind of wanted more pastel, but it was really hard to find inexpensive yarn because, you know, I didn't want this to be a huge expense project because not everyone, you know, could afford like expensive yarn, or people might budget in a particular way. So these were on sale, the Big Twists, for like $1.99. They're not anymore, but they're still very reasonably priced. So I did a rainbow, but a little muted, not so bright. So I went from like plum, pinkish, then changing to like clay, which is like in between red and coral. Then it goes down to the coral colors. And then yellows, greens, blues, and purples. So I did not have above 96 degrees, not thinking of Florida and California. So I added that. And then we have less than 9 degrees. So since we've decided to take the high, hopefully we won't have this too much, because usually that's at night and that wouldn't be the high temperature. So here we go. Okay, sorry, my phone shut off and I don't know why. Okay, so we were just about to start the colors and the temperature. So the first color is Plum for 96 and above. For you guys that have never used Big Twist, I've never used it. It's fairly soft for an inexpensive acrylic. The Big Twist, you get 380 yards, 6 ounces, 347 meters, 170 grams. It's 100% acrylic and it's a size 4. So this is the Plum for 96 degrees and above. Then we have Watermelon for 90 to 95 degrees. And then Clay, now this is a Craft Smart from Michaels. This is 354 yards, 7 ounces, 324 meters, 198 grams. And it's 100% acrylic and it's a size 4. And this is for 84 to 89 degrees. And then Light Coral, this is also a Craft Smart. This is for 79 to 83 degrees. And then Dark Coral, or back to Joann's Big Twist, that's 74 to 78 degrees. And this is Fahrenheit. And then Pale Yellow for 67 to 73 degrees. And then back to a Craft Smart, which is the Michaels brand. This is Sage for 60 to 66 degrees. And then back to Joann's, Dark Teal for 53 to 59 degrees. And then Aqua for 44 to 52. Then Sky Blue for 34 to 43. And then Denim Blue for 27 to 33. This is not denim. The wrong one got sent to me, but I have denim coming tomorrow. So, but it's similar to this. Gives you an idea. And then for 20 to 26 degrees, this is this is Soft Purple. And then for 10 to 19 degrees, this is Lilac. And then less than 9 degrees, we have Grape. Such a pretty color, but I don't think we'll be using it much, hopefully. Okay, so let's see if I could fit these all in a row. Show you guys. Oh, early. Okay, let me show you. Okay. This is them in a row. Beautiful colors, beautiful rainbow. So we go from hot to mild to cold. Okay. Okay, so this is what we're using a hashtag, and hashtag 2022 temperature throw. And the reason I'm saying temperature throw, and by all means you can make it as large as you want, but because we're only doing it once a week, it's 52 rows, so it's about 52 inches. Because the pattern that we're going to be using, and I think that's the only thing I did not put on this info sheet, so I have to add it, is the Fiber Spider Granny Ripple. So it's like the granny stitch, almost like a chevron granny stitch. It's a really fun pattern, and because we're not doing 365 days, you don't have to use the really teeny tiny stitch, which is another reason I don't like that, because I always have a problem with the moss stitch, the single crochet, chain one, single crochet. I don't know why. I always end up going into the wrong space. So because we're only doing 52 weeks, we can do a more lofty, a larger stitch. So I thought that's a great pattern. I love Fiber Spider. So I will have that on the info sheet too. And I will have that linked on my Facebook group. So that's the 2022 temperature throw. And it'll just be like a little throw blanket type of thing. So I think it'll be fun. Of course, I haven't started it, so I have a few Wednesdays. But you see, it's wonderful just doing it once a week because I'm not super behind. It's not like, you know, I'm days and days and days behind. So if you'd like to join us, we would love to see your blankets using these colors. So if you do join us, if you want the info sheet, email me. I have my email in the description box, and I will forward you in PDF format these two, the temperature chart and the info sheet, and then also I'll have it marked. This is Big Twist from Joann's, and like I said, if it's Craft Smart, it'll say Craft Smart, and that's the colorway, you know, on the ball bands. And email me, and then I'll send that off to you. And then if you do take part, post a picture on Rose's Facebook group and my Facebook group, and tell us what state you're from so we could see the progression, and use the hashtag so we could find it easily. And I think it'll be really fun to see everyone's blanket using the same colors, doing it Wednesday at the high temperature. We can really get a look at the different, you know, climates that we have. Okay, I'm trying to think if I forgot to tell you guys anything, but I don't think I did. I think that's everything. So I hope you guys join us. I think it'll be fun, and I can't wait to see everybody's blanket. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.